Jungle Book by Rudyard, Kipling. Okay, we're on page 89. Using his voice, Mowgli soothed the bulls in front as they went. Akela dropped back, only whimpering when he wanted to hurry the bulls at the rear. They made a wide circle, so Shere Khan would not hear them coming. When at last they reached the head of the ravine, Mowgli looked with satisfaction at the steep sides. They rose nearly straight up, and the creepers and vines that grew on them would give no foothold to a tiger trying to climb out. "Let them breathe," Mowgli instructed Akela. "The bulls have not caught wind of Shere Khan yet. I can tell him we are coming. He is already in our trap." Mowgli put his hands to his mouth. His shouts echoed down the ravine, jumping from rock to rock. After a long time, they heard a reply, the drawling, sleepy snarl of a full tiger waking up. "Who calls?" Shere Khan whined. "It is I, Mowgli, cattle thief. It is time to come to the council rock." Mowgli turned to look at his old pack leader. "Now, Akela, hurry them down. Down, Rama, down," he said to the bull. The herd paused for an instant at the edge of the slope. Then one by one charged over it, sand and stones flying up around them. Once the herd started running, there was no stopping it. As they reached the bed of the ravine, Rama caught Shere Khan's scent and bellowed. "Now you know," Mowgli said from Rama's back. A storm of black horns, foaming muzzles, and staring eyes whirled down the ravine. The terrible charge of the buffalo herd was something no tiger could hope to survive. When Shere Khan heard the thunder of the hooves, he picked himself up and lumbered away. He looked from side to side for an escape, but the walls of the ravine were too straight. Heavy with food and drink, he kept running. He was willing to do anything to avoid a fight. The herd splashed through the pool Shere Khan had just left. The ravine rang with their bellows, and then came an answering bellow from the foot of the ravine. Mowgli heard the cows call. He saw Shere Khan turn, choosing to face the bulls instead of the cows. As the bulls rushed toward the tiger, Mowgli felt Rama trip, stumble on something soft, and race on. The herds crashed full into one another, and the force drove them both out into the plain, stamping and snorting. Mowgli waited until the right moment, then slipped off Rama, tapping him with his stick. "Quick, Akela," he called. "Break them up so they will not hurt each other." Akela and Gray Brother ran to and fro, nipping legs. "Softly now, softly. It is all over," Mowgli called to the herd, until at last they were calm and he could lead them to the mud pools. Back in the ravine, Shere Khan was dead, and the kites were coming for him already. "Brothers, that was a dog's death," Mowgli said, reaching for the knife he carried now that he lived with men. "But he would not have put up a good fight. His hide will look good on the council rock. We must work quickly." A boy trained among men would never have dreamed of skinning a 10-foot tiger alone. It was hard work, even with the help of the wolves, tugging with him when he asked. After a while, Mowgli felt a hand on his shoulder. He looked up to see Buldeo, the village hunter. The children had told him about the buffalo stampede, and Buldeo had taken his gun and set out angrily, anxious to scold Mowgli for not taking better care of the herd. The wolves dropped out of sight as soon as they saw a man coming. "What is this foolishness?" Buldeo roared. "You think you can skin a tiger?" He looked more closely at the body of Shere Khan. "It is the lame tiger with 100 rupees on his head. Well, perhaps we will overlook your letting the herd run off. I might even give you 1 rupee after we take the skin to Kanhiwara." "You will take the hide and give me 1 rupee? Ha!" Mowgli snorted. "I will take the skin for my own use, old man." "How dare you talk like that to the chief hunter of the village?" Buldeo shouted. "Your luck and the spiciness of the buffalo helped you kill this tiger. You can't even skin him properly, little beggar brat. I will." Ooh, that was perfect. "I will not give you 1 anna of the reward. Leave the carcass." "By the buffalo that brought me," Mowgli said as he struggled on with his work, "must I talk to this old ape all afternoon? Here, Akela, this man is bothering me." Buldeo, who was stooping by Shere Khan's head, suddenly found himself sprawling on the grass with a gray wolf standing over him. "You are right, Buldeo," Mowgli said, gritting his teeth. "You will not give me 1 anna of the reward. There is an old war between this lame tiger and me, a very old war, and I have won." If Buldeo had been 10 years younger, he would have taken his chances fighting Akela if they had met in the woods. But a wolf in the woods is not the same as a wolf that takes orders from a boy who has private wars with man-eating tigers. Buldeo was sure that this was some sort of sorcery. He lay as still as he could, expecting Mowgli to turn into a tiger at any moment. "Maharaj, great king," Buldeo said at last in a husky whisper. Mowgli chuckled and did not bother to turn his head. "Yes, I am an old man," Buldeo whispered. "I did not know you were anything more than a herd boy. Please, may I rise and go, or will your servant tear me to pieces?" "Go, and peace go with you," Mowgli answered. "But next time, do not meddle with my game. Let him alone, Akela." Akela stepped back, and Buldeo hobbled off as fast as he could. Several times he looked back over his shoulder to see if Mowgli had turned into anything terrible. When he reached the village, he told wild tales of enchantment and sorcery. It was twilight when Mowgli finished. His work, he left the tiger skin with Gray Brother to guard it. "Now we must take the buffalo home," he said. "Help me herd them, Akela." As the herd neared the misty village, Mowgli saw lights. The sounds of shouting, banging, and bells filled the air. Half the village waited by the gate. Mowgli thought they were celebrating because he had killed Shere Khan. But as he drew closer, stones whistled past his ears, and the villagers shouted, "Wolf's brat, sorcerer, jungle demon, go away! Shoot him, Buldeo!" Buldeo's gun went off with a bang, and a young buffalo bellowed in pain. "It's more sorcery," the villagers shouted. "He can turn bullets." "Buldeo, that was your buffalo." Mowgli did not understand what was happening. The stones kept flying. They are like the pack, these new brothers of yours," Akela said, sitting calmly by. "I think they are trying to cast you out." "Wolf, wolf's cub, go away!" the priest shouted and waved a stick. Again? Mowgli asked. Last time it was because I was a man. This time it is because I am a wolf. Let's go, Akela. Suddenly, Mesua ran toward him. Oh, my son, she cried. They say you are a sorcerer and you can turn yourself into a beast. I do not believe it, but please go away or they will kill you. I know you have avenged Nathu's death. Come back, Mesua, or we will throw stones at you too, the villagers shouted. Mowgli started to laugh, but it was cut short by a stone that hit him in the mouth. Go back, Mesua. This is only one of the foolish tales they will tell under the tree at dusk. I have paid for your son's life, but go now quickly. I will send the herd in more swiftly than their stones. Now, once more, Akela, Mowgli cried. Okay, we'll stop there. Page 98.